what this whole edition is about is recapturing your manhood. I wanted you guys to have a look at exactly what's taking place on our online edition. So every month in your inbox you're going to find a message from Martial Culture staff, and then what you're going to find are 3 top sections here and 3 sections on the bottom. So you've got 6 total sections. The first section is going to be the core of what we do. It's going to be the training. So you'll have strength training, you'll have a little bit of muscle building, whatever I feel is important for the development. Now this is not a fly-by-night type of course. Everything has a progression. So from month 1 we're going to build the body in a certain way that's starting from scratch. So whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced lifter, it's always important to rediscover and retrain the basics. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to go through the training article. Look at some of the things that I'm posting about. I'm going to send you out to different links, and you're going to get a pen and paper and you're going to write out your program for the month. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to look at fat loss, because who doesn't want to burn a little bit more fat? Okay, there's very few people that do not need this subject. Most people do. And the way I look at it is from a purely scientific point of view. There are certain things that work and there are certain things that don't. People that don't have the knowledge are going to spend 50 to 100% more of the time wasting their time with things that don't work. I'm going to give you all the science behind it. We're going to look at supplementation. We're going to look at training principles that I believe will give you the cliff notes on what you need to start burning off excess fat, whether it's around the waist, the hips, the inner thighs, whatever the problem area may be. Okay, so fat loss will follow the training. And then I want you to go over to the guy nutrition. Our martial culture nutrition, you're going to also find is different than today's dogma of 6 meals a day, take in whey supplementation, which basically you're pissing out your money. What I want you to do is look at good, solid, wholesome nutrition, and it all starts from a basic knowledge of biochemistry. So I'm going to take you through that, and that's the third article that I want you to read, the third section. Then we're going to move on, and we're going to go to hand-to-hand combat. In hand-to-hand combat, I'm going to give you things that are synergistic to training, that are synergistic to fat loss, and synergistic to our guy nutrition. Everything ties in here. We are training the Renaissance man, not just one fitness or one aspect of the whole picture here. So hand-to-hand combat is what I want you guys to look at fourth. The 5th subject is going to be style and dating. Now in the old physical culture magazines, much time was spent on preparing young men for dating, young men for becoming husbands. And if you look at today's trend, a lot of these young guys are still sucking on their mommy's teeth. They're weak. They don't stand on their own. When they were young and in school and running around, the female teachers said they're unruly, and so they suggested that the young boys be put on Ritalin. And so what this whole edition is about is recapturing your manhood, being masculine. Being masculine doesn't mean you're a wife beater. Being masculine means that you can handle yourself, you're a gentleman, you can hold doors open for ladies, you can help an old lady across the street, you're kind, you're courteous, but you stand up for yourself and others when you have to. Now, style and dating, this is tips on grooming, this is tips on style, this is tips on how to start up a conversation with a pretty gal. These are things that you're not going to get in muscle and fitness magazines. This is unique to my program. This is unique to my edition. So I want you to read this 5th, pick up some techniques, maybe improve your style a little bit, maybe make yourself a little bit more handsome, improve the quality of your skin. All these things are going to help you find the mate you're looking for, and it's going to add to all these other subjects here. Okay? So again, we've got training, we've got fat loss, we've got guy nutrition, we've got hand-to-hand combat, which is going to tie in with our training. You're going to learn to protect yourself. We've got style and grooming. And lastly, I want you guys to just look at life hacks. Life hacks are things that may improve your quality of life. For me, I love foreign languages. So Russian, Chinese, French, those are some of the languages that I'd like to learn in life. However, being a dad, being a husband, and being an entrepreneur, it doesn't leave a lot of time left for learning languages. So hacking into the system, learning what are the essentials, what are the basics that I can do right now that are going to help me learn a language quickly and efficiently so I can become proficient in both speaking and writing. But it could be anything. It could be automotives, working on that favorite car. It could be becoming a writer, finally writing that piece that you've always wanted to. These are things that you're going to find in this edition, in our martial culture edition, that you're not going to find anywhere else. In this subject line, I'm going to give you advice on books that I've read that I think will improve the quality of your life, that'll assist in hacking the system. I'm going to give you book reviews. I'm going to give you maybe some links to places that you can improve your intelligence, whether it's linear intelligence, whether it's improving memory, whether it's speed reading. These are all things that I believe are going to improve your quality of life. They'll help you make more money. They'll help you advance quicker in whatever you decide to do, whatever your endeavor is. So these 6 things are what make up my Martial Culture monthly edition. So as you can see, a Renaissance man is more than just a body. A Renaissance man has a well-balanced knowledge of body, mind, and spirit. He understands biochemistry, so that nutrition makes more sense to him. He understands that fat loss is a science, and you're not just getting in a sauna or doing tons of cardio that are going to eventually leave you arthritic. He also understands that to have a good physique doesn't mean that you'll be able to protect yourself. So he's going to have to learn some sort of effective hand-to-hand combat, self-defense. And you can do that in a way that's synergistic to your training. A Renaissance man also will have the style, he'll have the grooming, and he'll have the charm to impress the opposite sex. And when you're charming and when your style is up to date, you're going to impress a possible employer. You're going to impress other peoples of interest. And of course, life hacks. Where can you go without life hacking? You want to hack the system. If you're short on time, but you're big on living, then you need books, you need programs. Some are free, some are inexpensive, but there are ways in which you can get the cliff notes on doing some of the things that you want to do. You want to be an independent filmmaker? I'll give you some information on things that I've found that have helped improve the quality of my filmmaking. Script writing, learning a language, learning how to sail or travel around the world for $300-400. Those types of things we're going to hack into, and we're going to grow together. All right, so I hope you guys can appreciate what this Martial Culture Online magazine is all about, and I hope you guys subscribe and send me questions anytime once you've signed up, and let's just make this community grow and grow and grow. All right, God bless. Respect to you.